So now we're moving on to multiplying a polynomial by a polynomial. A polynomial, again, has many terms, and well, we're going to multiply it by a binomial, which has two terms. Actually, in this first case, we're multiplying a binomial by a binomial, which is really the most common thing you're going to do this year. So two terms in the first set of parentheses, two terms in the second set. And really, we're going to be using the distributive property. The way you can think of it is every term in this first set of parentheses needs to meet every term in the second set of parentheses, or shake hands with it, sort of. So I'm going to be distributing, or double distributing. I'm going to multiply x times x and x times 1, and I'm going to multiply 4 times x and 4 times, sorry, that is a minus 1, so a negative 1. But the way I want you to organize yourself, it's really going to help in terms of when we get to something called factoring, where we go from taking the end result going back to the two sets of parentheses. I want you to use what we call the box method of multiplying. So to do this, since what I have here is I'm multiplying a binomial, two terms by a binomial, then I set up a little grid for myself, and it's got 2 boxes going across each row and 2 boxes going up and down. So we have a 4 by 4. And what I want you to do is just list all the terms in the first binomial going down the side. So I have x, and I have a plus 4, or a positive 4. And going across the top, I have an x and a negative 1. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply going down and across. So I have this x times this x is what I'm going to put in my first box on the left. So x times x is x squared. Then I'm going to multiply this x right here by the plus 4. And that's going to give me, of course, 4x. Then I want to go down the other column. So I have the negative 1 and my first x. And that's going to meet up right here, and I have negative x. And then finally, I have my negative 1, and I want to multiply that by the plus 4, and that's going to give me a negative 4. So those are all of the different products. That's everything being distributed, just written in sort of a little bit more of an organized way. And now I'm just going to collect all of those terms down at the bottom, and I'm going to follow that up with combining like terms. So I have an x squared. That's ugly too, but I apologize. I have a minus x. I have a positive 4x, so I want to write plus 4x. And I have a minus 4. Now, of course, we know that our like terms would just be the minus x and the plus 4x. So I just want to combine those, and my end result is going to be x squared. Negative x plus 4x is positive 3x, so plus 3x, and minus 4. So you can see that when I multiply a binomial times a binomial, I can end up with a trinomial. So this is going to be the most common type you have to do. I'd love to see you doing the box method when I walk around and check your work, because, like I said, it's going to really help once we start factoring these things. So in our next video, what we'll do is show you how to multiply a binomial times something with more terms.